Hey, Aris, this is John, West Coast Connects. We reached out and spoke with you. Janessa spoke with you this week, promised this free video. So here it is. I'm going to keep things really short and sweet. Just want to show you 3 tips that you guys can do to potentially increase your traffic online. So with that, let me get started. You're doing a couple of really good things. You have your free estimate here. You have your phone number. Typically, you'd like that to be a click to call. Your logo's great. The only other thing I would say is, maybe a form submit or a virtual chat or something up at the top will help maybe get you conversions. But nice and clean. You have your services and your products and everything laid out here. The one thing going through, though, is there's not a ton of content here. And content's pretty important for a couple of reasons. The first is so that you can be found for specific keywords, right? And you're being found for 39 keywords. Looking at what you're being found for, most of it is your name, right? There's not a lot of like roofers, Coast, Florida is a decent keyword, but as you can see, you're on the 7th page. So you're really not in a position to get a lot of traffic outside of like your name, right? RK Roofing, Palm Beach, Florida, or Palm Coast, RK Roofing. So you're getting some traffic from your name, but nothing really anywhere else. And obviously you do quite a few counties, but I kind of focused on really Duval County and Jacksonville. So looking at Jacksonville, there's 10,000 searches a month for roofers in Jacksonville. And so if I wanted to rank for, say, Roofing Companies Jacksonville, Florida, I would have that as a heading. I would have it within my content. I might even save an image as that keyword. So instead of this being Tri County, well, that's not even an image. Instead of this being saved as your cropped RK roofing, this would be saved as Roofing Companies Jacksonville, Florida, or St. Augustine Roofing Company, or whatever it may be. So really important to have those photos saved as keywords and have those keywords throughout your content in various places. These headings are important, as well as how often the keywords are within your content. And it allows you to rank faster and more efficiently if you have it there. Looking at Wikipedia and Yelp, sites like those, the reason why they do so well is because Google in there has an algorithm to determine what websites do well, and content is a big factor in that, quality as well as quantity. So really important to get as much content as you can, and the more content, the more keywords you can be found for. So that's always great as well. My second tip, typically is revolving around ranking your Google business profile, but I'm assuming that you're doing pretty well in your area, just because you got quite a bit of reviews, and typically reviews are a major part in ranking. Not all of it, but I would assume that in your area you're doing pretty well. However, if you wanted to rank in Jacksonville, I would recommend getting another one here in Jacksonville. Or, one thing that really works is, by kind of doing a bunch of different things. So when everybody searches, they search differently, right? Some people click on the first thing they see, which is a great reason to get a Google guarantee, these local service ads, or run a Google ad. So if you're wanting to do that, that sometimes would make up for it. There are a certain amount of people that will click on somebody local, so they'll click on a company within the map pack. So if you don't have a Google business profile in Jacksonville, it would be really hard to rank for that. But being in these top 3 is really important because they can pull quite a bit of traffic. And if you're not in the top 3, you're not going to get any of that. But if you are, you could potentially get a lot of traffic. So I definitely recommend kind of diversifying and getting yourself in a bunch of different things by running ads. My last tip would just be to continue to build and strengthen your site. So this 32 is a decent number. Typically you want a 1-to-1 ratio here. How you strengthen your site is by adding referring domains that send backlinks to your site. And you typically want these do follow links that are going to send you power and strength, right? And what that looks like in your competition, this is prime roofing. And as you can see, a lot stronger here, 44.27 versus your 32.8. And whereas you have 102 referring domains, they have 850 almost. And of those 850, 625 are do follow links. So they have quite a bit of do follow links, quite a bit of content throughout their site. And as you can see here, they're ranking on almost 10,000 keywords, and they're getting almost 5,500 searches a month. So obviously it takes some time. If you can see, they've really built it for the last 4 years. And that's kind of what you want to do, is kind of steadily build it. And as you build and strengthen, this thing will bring you traffic every month. Your site will work for you. So I hope this has been helpful. I hope it's been informative. Please feel free to reach out if you have any questions, comments, concerns. We would love to get your feedback on this video. I do have a link to our Google Calendar as well. Feel free to schedule some time that works for you, that if you'd like to chat with myself or my business partner, Jackie, one of us will give you a call at whatever time works for you and whatever time you schedule. So with that, have a great day and God bless.